I'm going to try not to get upset here, but have you seen the percentages of kids these days with mental health problems? The percentages of kids these days who are trying to figure out if they're gay at the age of 7, trying to figure out if they're actually girls, girls trying to figure out if they're actually boys. Have you seen the numbers these days? Have you seen how staggeringly high they are compared to any other time in history? It's not a mystery why. Kids are going to absorb and accept the things that are pushed on them, especially by authority figures like teachers. I was out to dinner with some friends, just neighborhood buddies. Remember, I don't live in New York or DC. I just hang out with normal people, not political people. So all the ladies in the neighborhood were having a girls' night. And so all the fellas decided, hey, let's get together, have a couple beers, go get some Mexican food. We all go out to sit down, having some Mexican food. And one of the dads at the table started telling me about something called furries. Now, if you already know what this is, you're probably already laughing at me. If you don't know what this is, welcome to my world. I said, what's a furry? And the dad simply explained to me, and everyone at the table snickering, right? So the dad explained to me, he said, some of these kids, they pretend they're animals, and they think they're animals, and they bark at people and stuff like that. Now, at this point in time, remember, it's a bunch of dudes. I just think they're messing with me. Because I'm looking at them bewildered. I'm saying to them, that's not a thing. Oh, shut up. You guys are idiots. And they all start getting in on it. They're like, no, Jesse, it's a thing. And I refuse to believe it because I think I'm being messed with. So one of the guys picks up his phone and calls his daughter. She's in high school. He puts her on speakerphone, tells her she's on speaker, and he says, hey, Jesse's here. He doesn't believe me. Explain to him what furries are. And she told me it's a thing. Now, if you're sitting there with your jaw on the floor, well, here's a little video for what it looks like. They eat out of dog bowls. They do these things in school. This is where this stuff is led. So what am I talking about? What did I start out talking about fighting and off balance for? Well, this is why. We have a loser, pathetic, weak, defensive mentality on the right, and it disgusts me. And that's the reason we have kids barking at each other in schools. The Democratic Party, the entire thing, and every media person who's in that party should be forced today to be on the defensive. This is an opportunity for Republicans to play offense. And all I see out there are Republicans, well, it doesn't say that. It doesn't really say that. It's not hateful, guys. I'm not hateful. Look how nice I am. It makes me sick. They're destroying kids in the country, and the GOP still can't find the balls to play offense. If you're a Democrat right now, you should be hiding under your desk for fear that someone will come in and ask you, why do you support pedophilia? Do you believe in the grooming of children? This is an opportunity for the GOP to take back more seats than they could ever imagine. If you want to make it just political, every Republican in the country, from state to federal, should be running ads about the Democratic Party going against this Florida bill, wanting to teach 6-year-olds about sex and gay and trans and all this other disgusting filth. But no, you can't get that. You can't get it in this country. You can't get it on the right. Well, not with the old right anyway. It's always, well, I want to be nice and accepting. I hate it. Where do we go? Right now, the Republican National Committee, every single Republican running for Congress, every single Republican in a state house race should be putting the question to their Democrat opponents. Do you or do you not support this bill? You don't support the bill? Okay, so you're a pedophile? Oh, you're not a pedophile? So you support pedophilia? Do you believe in the grooming of 6-year-olds? Do you believe teachers should be allowed to push their sexuality on pre-K kids? Every Democrat in the country should be scared to death to be asked about this right now. And instead, it's Republicans who are scared. Do we look nice enough? Do the disgusting communists, do you think they like us, guys? I can't handle it. We have them off balance. Push them over. We have them off balance. They're out of touch. Even most Democrat parents don't want their 6-year-olds learning about perverted filth in schools, and the Republicans still can't seem to snatch a victory. The opponent is right there. He's teetering. He's off balance. Knock him out. Hit him. now. But we can't. We don't. We can't speak any basic truths. We can't speak the truth about biology in this country. We can't. Am I going to sound hateful? Well, why is this complicated? You don't have to tell anybody how to live their life, but it is not complicated at all. You know what builds strong nations? Here, let me tell you. Strong families. Young men marrying young women, staying married, and making babies. That makes for strong countries. I don't care if that offends you. And most of all, I need you to understand this. I don't care if that's how you live your life. That's fine. You live how you want to live. Single forever, make your own choices. I don't care. On a macro level, what I just said is inarguable. Young men marrying young women, staying married, and making babies makes for a strong country. And yet find me one Republican in the country who's willing to push that in schools. Because that's what we should be pushing. No, instead we push all kinds of filth, and we got kids barking at each other and eating out of dog bowls. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me, like it, subscribe, you'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.